Hey guys, Joe here from XFoxGames. Check it out, we got the UDL 2011, but before, of course, we do a review on this, make sure you guys go get on the giveaway right there. Literally takes 10 seconds to enter, and you guys can win yourself a pretty cool prize. And I think we're doing the picking roughly in like 2 weeks from right now, so I want you guys to win that, so go check that all out. Again, super easy to enter. So with that said, man, the UDL 211 right here, probably one of the most comfortable foam flinging blasters that I have held in a long time. But, you know, you can't, the performance doesn't come along with the comfortability with this blaster, and it feels really good in the hand. Now, while we're on the topic of the shells and ammo, that is the biggest thing about this particular blaster that you guys need to know about. So if we take a look at the actual ammo here, it's tiny. It is literally about, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe like 3 TicTacs, somewhere right in there. It's really small, guys. It is really small. If you see it looking at comparison to a bigger dart, I mean, you need about 10 to equal a small dart. So you're not shooting for distance on this by any means. And now when it comes to the shells are still about 2 of these, maybe 2.5 would equal a regular dart. But man, it is tiny. And so those little TicTac, you know, darts go into the shells, then the shells go inside the magazine, and there you go. I mean, gosh, it is so tiny. I wasn't expecting much out of this particular blaster, but I want to show you this thing inside the hands. Just look at that. Whew! It looks so good. They must have some type of like a piece of metal or something in here, because this thing, it weighs a decent amount, and the performance that you're getting out of it it doesn't equal how much it weighs. And I've seen this before with kind of gel blasters where they've done that, because really the whole outside here is that plastic injection molded. So there is something in here that is a heavy piece of metal, and I'm just like looking and I'm like, it's got to be something in there. This does have a slide lock, which is awesome. So as you are firing and going every single shot, once you run out of your last, you know, dart or your last shell, it's going to slide lock. You put another one in there. Oh, I freaking love that. Now I want you to see this handle up close. It's almost like a dragon scale. I can't even explain it. It's like a dragon scale. It looks really good and feels really good. I wish this grip was on all my blasters. It fits my adult hands very well. Again, almost too well. It feels like a real firearm. I almost wouldn't even want to use this just out and about, because it is too realistic like. I mean, oh my gosh. It needs a bigger, large orange front or something on it, because it is too realistic. Just look at that. I mean, if I saw someone even the white, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not even messing there. Now, while we're on the shells, you can see some of the stuff here. I lost these little small things. I lost them. I lost almost all of mine. And I tried putting, yes, airsoft BBs in there to see if they would kind of fit. They don't really hold inside the actual shell. I did try some of the smaller half-length darts. It did not work. I do think I could probably 3D print something of these shells, make it a little bit tighter of a bore to shoot airsoft. Maybe I might do it. Maybe I might not. I don't know. But this thing, whew. When it comes to shooting, we were getting about 75 FPS, but there is not a lot of energy that comes out of this when you're kind of shooting, which we'll see here in a second. But still, the look is what I cannot get over on this thing. So again, I'm going to throw that up here. Man, it just feels just so good. I wish this thing was somehow convertible to shoot half-length darts, because it would be awesome. Just a small little plinker inside the house. So let's get out and let's shoot this thing at my range here. So again, even though you're shooting at 75 FPS, there's not a lot of oomph behind those little darts. So even at like 20 feet, it's not all that great. So we're super close here. And you can hear, I mean, you know, when you're close, when you're like, you know, 4, 5, 6 feet away, fine. You could knock over an empty pop can, something like that. But man, watch those shells and watch where those little darts go, because out of all the shots that I shot here, I think I lost all of them but 2. I was able to find the shells, but I could not find the darts themselves, and that was kind of disappointing. But still, I mean, listen to that. And hopefully you guys can see the kind of shells coming out. These are a clear kind of grayish, so it is kind of hard to see, but you could see, I mean, for the most part, a nice little plinker around the house. So there you go. Go check that out if you guys want to watch me shoot that a little more. But, you know, cool factor, yeah, I think this thing is is freaking awesome. The design, the aesthetic, everything, it's really cool, but it lacks in performance. And with these kind of small darts, I almost wouldn't even want to just plink this around in my house. It would be almost impossible to find all of these small darts just laying around your house with the shell ejections or the shells just laying everywhere, laying everywhere else. So if the shells were like a bright orange and then these were like a bright orange or a green, fine, I could see it. But I think this really needs to have a regular size magazine if you can fit it in there, and then of course be able to shoot half-length darts. And even at 70 FPS, this would be a fun little plinker just around the house, because then you wouldn't need proprietary ammo as well as the shells, and you're going to lose them. They're going to go everywhere. The cat's probably going to eat it. I don't even know. But still, guys, in the hands, I cannot stress enough how great this thing feels. Also, one thing I did note, and I'll throw it up here, I do know they have different barrels for this, so you could take off the barrel and you could put on a different barrel. I think one with the threaded kind of end on there, so you could put like a suppressor or something on there. I'm not going to go that route because, again, this thing already looks real enough. I'm probably just going to keep it just to kind of maybe practice, if you're out there practicing. But still, it looks good. And I will put a link down in the description in case you want to do it. But that is my 2 cents on the UDL 2011. There doesn't need to be a huge video for this because it just looks cool. The performance, not so great. And it is kind of pricey. But still, let me know what you guys think of this thing. Or if you guys have it. I'm always curious on see who has some of these kind of, off-the-wall blasters. But let me know what you guys think. Thanks again, Fox fans.